Have you ever had the impression that life is nothing more than a series of lessons you always learn too late? What if I told you that the answers to overcoming the most difficult obstacles in life are already ingrained in our existence and are just waiting for us to discover them? Today we're delving deeply into the profound yet frequently disregarded wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has helped some of the greatest minds in history navigate both adversity and success. Imagine being equipped with the knowledge that most of us only gain after decades of trial and error, regardless of your age. Whether you're 20, 40, or 60, the lessons we're covering could completely change the way you approach everything from daily stress to your most important life decisions. If you value the special insights we're providing here and would like to support the channel, stay tuned as we unravel 40 potent truths that have the ability to alter not only the way you think, but possibly the trajectory of your entire life. I would appreciate it if you would just click the subscribe button. Additionally, watch the entire video and consider yourself an exception to the rule, prepared to adopt a viewpoint that has the power to fundamentally alter the way you perceive life. Number 1. Reflect for wisdom. Self-respect is more than just feeling good about yourself. It's about setting an example for the kinds of actions and attitudes we tolerate in ourselves and others. By regularly reflecting on who we are, we can make our sense of self more in line with Stoic virtues like integrity and wisdom, which will improve our interactions and relationships with people in all spheres of life. Self-reflection is highly valued in Stoicism, as it teaches us that how we see and treat ourselves affects how others see and treat us. If we value and respect ourselves, then how others see and treat us will also be greatly influenced. When we value ourselves highly, we are more likely to win others' esteem. Number 2. Action ignites pride. Stoicism teaches us that respect isn't just something others give you, it's something you earn through your choices. When you consistently make good decisions and treat others with kindness and integrity, people can't help but admire you. It's about taking responsibility for your actions and showing the world what you're made of. And the best part, the more respect you earn, the more confident and empowered you become, fueling a positive cycle of growth and self-improvement. Number 3. Failure fears action. When you avoid taking action because you're afraid of failing, you're already failing by your own choice. However, when you take action and overcome that fear, you succeed in the most Stoic sense by exercising your will over your intentions and actions, which is the true measure of your character and efficacy. Pride and self-respect come from within and are fostered by our own decisions and behaviors. Every attempt, every setback serves as a springboard for deeper comprehension, and the Stoic journey's central theme is strength. Not a path without challenges, but one where challenges become chances to improve our character and decisions. This Stoic approach emphasizes personal responsibility and the idea that we are in control of our own psychological freedom. It's about realizing that we are ultimately responsible for our happiness, progress, and how we respond to life's challenges. Number 4. Be your own hero. Nobody else can fix your life. Make your own decisions. This may seem difficult, but think about the alternative. Always depending on other people for your well-being, prosperity, and security might leave you feeling helpless and irritated. Becoming your own hero entails taking charge, and choosing to be the agent of change in your life necessitates a dedication to personal development, self-control, and at times selflessness. This entails being proactive rather than reactive. Number 5. Seek inner partner. Do you desire a thoughtful, kind partner? The Stoic approach would have you start by developing your own sense of compassion and thoughtfulness. This is about being proactive in developing your own virtues and drawing similar traits in those around you. Would you date yourself? This may seem like a silly question at first, But the answer is incredibly revealing. If the answer is no, it's a clear sign that there are aspects of yourself that you recognize need improvement. This is not just about being fair or earning what you seek. This is about self-awareness, which is an essential stage in Stoicism. It is not about self-criticism, personal development. It involves admitting when you don't live up to your own expectations and making the necessary corrections. Number 6. Worth waits patiently. Important goals like developing profound relationships or being wise take time to develop and require constant work and devotion. The Stoic approach values long-term development over immediate results and recognizes that enduring value is often found in a persistent, thoughtful pursuit of excellence. It also encourages embracing the gradual process of growth, understanding that the most worthwhile aspects of life require time to flourish. Number 7. Quick joys. The Stoics advocate for a focus on enduring satisfaction, pleasures, and achievements that are not only meaningful, but also sustainable over time. This might mean going on sacrificing short-term enjoyment for long-term benefit, such as putting money aside for a future investment rather than going shopping on a whim, or dedicating time to a difficult endeavor that will result in better personal or professional development. Number 8. Learn to say no. Saying no is about making strategic decisions that fit your values and objectives, not merely about avoiding overload. Every time you say no to something less important, you are saying yes to something more significant, which could include spending more time with your family, yes to taking on a passion project, or just taking a break and replenishing the Stoic practice. Stoicism teaches us about the ability to judge well what is truly worth our time and energy. When you're spread too thin, you're not only compromising your ability to perform well, but you're also probably missing out on opportunities for profound contentment and peace that can only be cultivated through wise choices and self-control. This kind of satisfaction is not subject to the whims of changing circumstances or fleeting emotions. Deeper, more significant interactions that genuinely count. Number 9. Empower through ownership. This is about accepting responsibility for your problems, not only for your part in them, but also for your ability to make changes. It's about moving from a passive state where life seems to happen to you to an active stance where you are in control. It's about focusing on what's important and choosing quality over quantity of your choices and reactions. Taking responsibility for your difficulties not only increases your ability to bounce back from setback, but also makes it more difficult for other forces to control your happiness and growth. This Stoic practice affirms that your capacity for adaptation and perseverance depends more on your inner fortitude and resolve than it does on the ease of your circumstances. It promotes a way of living in which every challenge you face becomes a chance for personal development and empowerment. Number 10. Embrace power. Drop blame, maintaining your authority by accepting responsibility rather than abdicating it through blame. Stoicism teaches us that when we place the blame for our circumstances on others, we are effectively ceding control of our own destiny. Instead, we have the freedom to choose how we respond and behave. By accepting responsibility for your circumstances, you maintain control. This doesn't mean you blame yourself needlessly or accept responsibility for things beyond your control. Rather, it's about concentrating on what you can influence and change. Sitting back and waiting for them to make changes that might never happen isn't just counterproductive. It's a surrender of your agency. This method gives you the power to actively alter your life, as opposed to passively absorbing the effects of other people's activities. Number 11. Prioritize substance, not show. According to Stoicism, genuine virtues and attributes are shown by our deeds and behaviors rather than by publicly proclaiming them. If you feel that you have to brag to others about your achievements or talents, you should consider whether your beauty is your main priority. Number 12. Actions fuel momentum. Instead of waiting for inspiration to strike before acting, the Stoics valued the intrinsic worth of actions over the praise those actions might receive from others. They held that if one truly embodies a virtue, such as courage, wisdom, or integrity, it will be evident in one's daily life without the need for proclamation. Stoicism encourages us to act first, no matter how little that action may be. This strategy is based on the notion that taking action itself can provide the drive we need to keep going. Taking modest, achievable steps at first isn't just about getting the job done. It's also about creating the momentum that encourages more actions. Often, once you get started, the initial reluctance goes away, and the process itself helps you forward, going ahead. Number 13. Commit first, then love. The idea is that by making the decision to commit, you actively work to create the conditions in which love can grow and thrive. This commitment entails devoting yourself to the relationship, even in the absence of ideal circumstances. Don't wait for a perfect relationship to commit in order to foster the perfection in a relationship. Overcoming obstacles and encouraging one another's development. It's about choosing consciously to put effort into the connection and nurture it with tolerance and comprehension, as opposed to simply waiting for everything to fall into place. Number 14. Passion product, not a must success, often emerges as a result of our actions rather than as the starting point of our endeavors. By prioritizing excellence and dedication in our tasks, we cultivate a genuine enthusiasm for our work. Through continuous effort and skill refinement, our passion gradually blossoms from the fulfillment and pride derived from our achievements. True excellence stems from the diligent execution of tasks, rather than solely from the emotion of passion. Number 15. Everything is not free. Every decision we make involves trade-offs, and releasing this might help us make more informed choices. Stoicism encourages us to carefully evaluate what we are ready to give up in order to achieve our goals, whether those goals be opportunities, energy, time, or comfort. This kind of thinking challenges us to consider if the things we're gaining really outweigh the things we're losing. It also strengthens our sense of self-control. Our dedication to the pathways we select strengthens our fortitude and resolve to endure despite the difficulties we encounter. Number 16. Seek out significant stress. Stoicism motivates us to pursue meaningful stress, which arises from devoting ourselves fully to difficult but valuable endeavors. With this viewpoint, the emphasis is shifted from striving to completely eradicate stress to accepting it as a necessary component of a happy existence where it spurs development and achievement. This entails deciding to accept challenges that are consistent with our objectives and values. Realizing that these difficulties frequently result in stress that is both necessary and advantageous can help us improve our abilities, bolster our determination, and increase our dedication to our goals. It's important to realize that a life devoid of stress may be absent from the chances for growth and accomplishment that make life meaningful and rewarding. Number 17. Fitness virtue. Exercise is viewed as a virtue similar to self-discipline as well as a physical activity. Viewing exercise as a virtue helps to integrate it into daily life as a regular practice, much like eating well or sleeping adequately. This perspective encourages us to approach exercise as an integral, non-negotiable part of life, rather than as a way to earn indulgences or to counteract overeating. The idea is to cultivate a consistent practice of physical fitness, not for immediate rewards, but for the long-term benefits it brings to both body and mind. Feel good for a second to realize that it's an essential component of preserving Stoics' general health and well-being. Number 18. Ease with meditation. The peace and clarity that come from meditation are crucial for encouraging sensible, clear thinking. To effectively practice Stoicism, one must have this mental clarity since it enables one to objectively reflect on one's actions and thoughts, make reasoned decisions, and maintain emotional balance. Regular meditation practice cultivates a disciplined mind that can better withstand life's perturbations, align with Stoic virtues, and pursue a life of reason and virtue. The benefits of meditation go beyond simple relaxation. It actively helps in reducing the clutter of daily stress and distractions, enabling a deeper engagement with life's challenges in a more thoughtful and composed manner. Living in accordance with Stoic principles leads to a more fulfilled and purposeful existence by streamlining decision-making processes and deepening understanding of oneself and one's place in the world. Number 19. Trust in kindness. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on developing a positive outlook toward others, which entails believing in people's inherent goodness. This approach is not about naivety. Rather, it's a pragmatic recognition that most people in most situations aim to do what they believe is right, according to their understanding and circumstances. By expecting the best from others, we create a more positive and forgiving environment that fosters mutual respect and understanding. This is not to say that we should ignore evidence to the contrary. The Stoic principle suggests that we should generally expect good intentions from others unless there is clear evidence to the contrary. Number 20. Problems persist, forms shift. Everyone from the richest to the lowest has challenges. Stoicism encourages us to see life's hardships as chances for personal growth and development. By accepting problems and changing our approach, we can acquire resilience and wisdom. The Stoic approach focuses on accepting and productively dealing with challenges, whether little or major. Each problem provides an opportunity to cultivate virtues like patience, courageous, and resourceful. This perspective enables us to thrive in difficult situations, learning and growing from each encounter. Number 21. Consistency's myth. Stoicism encourages us to strive for excellence in our personal and ethical development, pushing beyond our comfort zones and society's expectations. This leads to a life of growth and purpose, cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, and self-discipline, and applying them in our daily lives. However, it also benefits people around us. Stoicism highlights the aim of personal excellence over conforming to societal norms. This philosophy encourages us to stand out via our actions and decisions. Saying no is crucial for making your yes meaningful. This ideology emphasizes deliberate choice-making, with each yes being intentional rather than a default or pushed reaction. Knowing when to refuse helps you maintain your integrity and keep your promises, align with your values and strengths. Stoics emphasize liberty in decision-making, valuing opportunities beyond their advantages. Selecting commitments that connect with one's principles and life goals improves engagement and action quality. Number 22. Empowered yes from no. The power of saying no is critical to making your yes truly meaningful. Stoics support retaining one's independence in making decisions, which includes evaluating every opportunity for its compatibility with one's values and aspirations in life, in addition to its advantages. This deliberate selection process improves the quality of your activities and the impact of your involvement by strengthening your capacity to connect deeply with the commitments you do make. Fundamentally, having the ability to say no is crucial to leading a meaningful and moral life, ensuring that your efforts are focused on the things that really matter to you. Number 23. Flexible self-image. Don't confine yourself to a certain identity. It's not merely a tool for defining boundaries. Be willing to change and develop, since true wisdom necessitates flexibility. Stoicism cautions against the limitations of confining oneself to a certain way of being and emphasizes the importance of having a flexible identity. Philosophy believes that true knowledge comes from being flexible and willing to change in response to new information and circumstances. By keeping an open and flexible sense of who you are, you give yourself room to grow and your virtues will continue to flourish. Adopting a fluid identity entails being willing to have your opinions and actions challenged as well as open to picking up knowledge from people and experiences. This not only encourages personal development but also improves relationships and interactions by fostering empathy and understanding. Number 24. Ditch assumptions. You can never fully understand another person's hardships. Stoicism emphasizes the value of not making assumptions about other people and the fact that we are rarely fully aware of their hardships. This way of thinking promotes empathy and withholds judgment, which leads to a greater acceptance and understanding. By not making assumptions about others, the Stoic perspective encourages more considerate and compassionate interactions, acknowledging that every person's experience is different and frequently concealed beneath the surface. This way of thinking involves admitting our limitations in fully comprehending others' lives and serves as a reminder of the complexity of human experiences. Number 25. Less watch than you think. People don't care about your flaws or errors since they are too focused on their own lives. Stoicism tells us to focus more on our own actions and personal growth, and to care less about what other people think. Most of the time, we tend to overestimate our fear of being judged and think that most people are more concerned with taking care of themselves than with understanding others. This understanding can significantly reduce anxiety and self-doubt. It inspires us to follow our convictions without excessive concern about other people's perceptions. Number 26. Embrace failure. Boost confidence. Accepting failure as well as recognizing success is the cornerstone of genuine confidence. This concept fosters resilience by educating us to accept failure and setbacks as unavoidable aspects of being human. Stoics think that by admitting what we cannot control, we can concentrate more effectively on what we can affect, such as our actions and responses. This ideology stresses knowing and accepting the limits of human control, particularly over the consequences of our actions. Simply accepting that there are things beyond our control allows us to free ourselves from the fear of failure, which frequently hinders us from acting. Number 27. Accept that you are disliked. According to Stoicism, we can only truly be free and at peace with ourselves when we stop basing our sense of value on other people's acceptance of us. This Stoic principle emphasizes the value of seeking acceptance and approval from inside rather than from the outside. Accepting that not everyone will like or approve of us is not only realistic, but also freeing because it allows us to focus on developing our own values and living true to our principles rather than trying to please everyone, which is an impossible task. Number 28. Doing makes critics speak. This is a normal aspect of life's balance, and a reflection of adopting this principle entails realizing that not all criticism is unfavorable. Rather, it may indicate the impact and scope of your deeds. Stoics hold that if you are taking strong stances or making significant changes, you will inevitably encounter resistance and divergent viewpoints. By internalizing this understanding, you can remain steadfast in your endeavors and use criticism constructively to improve your approach while staying true to your principles. Number 29. Journal to reflect and learn. Recording your thoughts, feelings, and experiences provides clarity and insight into your own actions and patterns. This technique will help you preserve your integrity. The Stoic worldview teaches that the actual measure of our activities is their connection with our values and goals, not unanimous approval. Making more thorough and well-reasoned judgments allows you to step back and objectively analyze your responses and behaviors. Writing in a journal provides a secure, private space to confront your thoughts without being judged. Over time, this practice can encourage critical and honest self-evaluation, resulting in a better understanding of yourself and more control over how you react to the outside world. By reflecting and writing on a regular basis, you can identify chances for progress, monitor your personal development progress, and keep on track with your major goals and values. Number 30. Small steps, big outcomes. Exceptional outcomes are frequently the product of consistent, ongoing work, as opposed to intermittent spikes in activity. The Stoic perspective emphasizes that little, steady acts add up over time to produce big results and long-lasting transformations. This strategy gives us hope to keep moving forward at a steady pace, realizing that success is frequently gradual and that subtle persistence is a crucial quality that is more beneficial than attempting to complete tasks all at once. Number 31. Select your partner with care. Since your partner will undoubtedly play many roles in your life, it's critical to select someone who can support and develop with you over time. In addition to being compatible with you, relationships should help you live virtuously and pursue personal development, according to Stoicism, so make sure your partner can support and grow with you. It's important to choose carefully because choosing a partner involves more than just surface compatibility or instant attraction. It involves a deep alignment of values, goals, and future visions. Number 32. Romance doesn't fix love problems. Romantic love can be powerful, but it's not a panacea for relationship problems. Rather, it tends to amplify the dynamics already present in a relationship, whether positive or negative, for a mutually supportive and enriching relationship that can withstand life's challenges and contribute to mutual growth. While love can increase the pleasures of a healthy relationship, it won't instantly address deeper issues or trust concerns. Instead, Stoicism emphasizes the value of clear-headed thinking and reasonable decision-making, particularly in things as important as relationships. Any healthy relationship, whether personal or professional, is built on trust. Number 33. Trust, the cornerstone of connection. Trust is a cornerstone that supports the structure of interactions that fosters growth and healing. Genuine relationship success comes from addressing underlying issues with honesty, communication, and a commitment to growth together. A setting that fosters honesty, dependability, and respect for one another. Stoicism places a high value on moral qualities like honesty and integrity, which are necessary for establishing and preserving trust. Without trust, relationships are frequently unstable and can lead to stress and conflict. However, by placing a high value on trust, people can forge enduring supportive bonds that are essential for both personal development and productive teamwork. Stoicism emphasizes the value of self-awareness and personal responsibility, urging us to reflect on our own. Number 34. Look within for recurring issues. If you find that the same problems keep coming up in every relationship, it may be time to look inward and consider that you could be the common denominator. This principle encourages us to cultivate trust through consistent actions and principled behavior, strengthening our connections with others, habits, and behaviors as possible causes of persistent issues. Number 35. Emotions guide, not hinder. This introspective method pushes us to recognize and change our own behaviors in order to address any personal failings or recurring errors that might be causing these problems. Stoics advocate for a deeper understanding of emotions and the ability to manage and channel them in ways that are beneficial. This approach involves recognizing the triggers behind emotional responses and reorienting these responses towards positive actions and outcomes. By using emotions wisely, we can enhance our ability to break cycles of negativity and improve our interactions and relationships in general. This process of self-reflection and growth is central to living a virtuous life. Number 36. Break devalue mornings. Mornings have great importance in establishing the tone for the entire day. Accepting them as a vital time can turn them into times of calm and productivity. Emotional intelligence enhances our interactions with others and helps us live more fulfilling lives that are in line with Stoic principles of virtue and reason. With this strategy, you begin each day with a calm and purposeful mindset, knowing exactly what you want to accomplish. Capitalizing on the stillness and potential of mornings Stoicism encourages using this time for reflection, planning, and practices that promote a calm and centered state of mind. This way, you can build a foundation of purpose and calm that influences your activities throughout the day, leading to more deliberate, thoughtful, and effective actions. Number 37. You're enough as you are. Your value isn't established by accomplishments on the outside. Stoicism advises you to put aside the need to validate your worth through achievements and instead concentrate on developing virtues like wisdom and fairness, bravery, combined with restraint. According to Stoic ideas, living a life in accordance with these characteristics results in personal fulfillment and peace of mind, which is the source of true value. Prioritizing virtue over validation enables you to create a steady, situation-independent sense of self-worth, which fosters a life of sincere satisfaction and moral integrity. Number 38. Life advice is uniquely personal. Stoicism acknowledges that guidelines and precepts that benefit one person might not benefit another because of variations in circumstances, personalities, and life objectives. The Stoic method of giving advice is practical and customized, recommending that you try various pieces of advice on to evaluate how well they fit your unique situation and needs. This is similar to how not everything you try on will fit exactly. The objective is to keep what truly helps you grow and better your life, and to leave aside what does not, fostering a practice of discernment and self-knowledge that is vital to living a satisfied and virtuous life. Some advice will connect and align with your beliefs, while other suggestions may not. Number 39. Meaningful things require effort. Stoicism argues that real accomplishments frequently include hardship and effort, and that accepting this fact is essential to one's own development and fulfillment. According to the theory, the difficulties and setbacks experienced along the way to notable successes are not just challenges, but essential components that provide the final product depth and worth. This Stoic viewpoint promotes tenacity and persistence, arguing that part of what truly makes accomplishment satisfying is the satisfaction gained from conquering challenges. Accepting the work necessary for worthwhile endeavors makes success even more satisfying because it is not just the outcome of the accomplishment, but also a reflection of the perseverance and personal development that led to it. Number 40. Change anytime, start now. Stoicism highlights the importance of lifelong learning and ongoing personal development, arguing that everyone has the capacity to reinvent themselves and improve their lives at any point in their lives. Stoics advocate welcoming new beginnings with hope and fortitude, recognizing that every day presents a chance to learn more, cultivate virtues, and better align with one's ethical principles. Keep in mind that the journey toward self-improvement is ongoing and always changing. Thank you for joining our Stoic Journal community and for taking the time to reflect with us today. If you're interested in learning more about the wisdom of Stoicism, we encourage you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. Keep moving forward, keep growing, and until the next time, remember the strength that lies within you.